In radio, everybody uses the filtered voice effect at some time, so we wanted to show you just one way to do it that gets results for us. There are many ways to achieve this same sort of effect. This is a simple one. It can start with the announcer. Take full advantage of the effect by having the announcer read into it so he hears it in the headphones. With so much low end rolled off, the P's aren't going to pop. And you can get in nice and tight on even a sensitive mic for a good in-your-face presence. Getting in tight also forces you to back off on your volume, and so it really sort of steers you into that lower key read that sounds excellent with this kind of processing. So here's a line read into the processing, but played back without it.
The Rock of the 80s weekend starts this Friday at 5 on Q92.3.
Okay, now the processing. We often use a McDSP compressor for this type of thing, for voice, because it tends to be smooth on the mid-range frequencies, and sometimes they can sound harsh with this kind of EQ. We're going to hit the track with a fast attack time and a ratio of 5:1. Now for EQ, you can keep it simple and just roll off low end until you like the way it sounds. For this track, we're going to hit it with a roll off at 500 and a pretty steep curve on that roll off. Now, since we've taken so much out with the EQ, a limiter can be handy to add some volume and body back into it. And also, we kind of like the texture that it adds. But we don't hit it real hard. What we will end up with here is an attenuation of a little bit less than -4. Now, this type of processing can certainly accentuate any kind of an S problem that you might have in your voice, and that's certainly the case here. So we add a de-esser last in the chain to knock that down, right? That's in, and so here's what the final processed line sounds like.
The Rock of the 80s weekend starts this Friday at 5 on Q92.3.
That's it. Since there are different ways to achieve a similar effect, we'll do more of these in the future.